Welcome to another unboxing video by theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. Today I'm unboxing a game that just came out, I believe, late 2016, early 2017 from a new company, Hollandspiele. And this has got to be the longest board game name in history. And I've played a lot of historical board games. Supply Lines of the American Revolution, the Northern Theater, 1775 through 1777. So if you also look on the bottom of the box, Tom Russell has written kind of a brief description, being a game of war or logistics and deception, and a suitable and commendable pastime for gentlemen and ladies both. I guess I'm a gentleman. Invented by Mr. Tom Russell, a patriot born in these United States, with cartographical embellishment by Anya B. Zielakowska. Sorry, butchered the name. But here is Supply Lines of the American Revolution, once again, from Hollandspiele. If you can see from the box, it's a fairly thin box, as most of their games are. They kind of pack a lot of punch into these little boxes and get a lot in there, and really their games are very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. I've ripped the shrink off, but I like the box. It's the famous "Don't Tread on Me" snake that we've often seen in relation to the American Revolution. So the first thing that you see is the map. The map is a large map, and it is a paper map. So it's not a mounted map board, but that's okay. High quality map, very nicely done. The lines are clear, the spaces are clear. You can see the different boxes. This is where you are going to be placing your supplies, as well as your units to defend those supply lines and eventually make attacks. There are various administrative items on the board here. You can see the game record track and turn track, the Patriot support track. This is what is going to determine every round how many replacement chits the Patriot player draws. There's the pass track, which is allowed in the game. And then down here on the bottom, underneath the C box, is the Crown reinforcement track. And you can see there are different units listed. The thing that I really like about the design, and what I can tell so far, still haven't played this. If you'll notice in this chart, here, I'll go ahead and kind of pull that up. The British can call in reinforcements, but there's a penalty to that. You can see at the bottom, the victory cities needed to win the game increases each time that you ask for reinforcements. So basically, Jolly King George decided, you know what, if you're going to ask for more units and more weapons and supplies, I'm going to expect that you're going to do better and capture more colonial cities and really put down this rebellion, crush it in essence. So I think that's kind of an interesting aspect to the design, and really like that, and we'll see how that plays out in the game itself. But you can see the map is kind of an area movement map, or a point-to-point map, where you're literally moving between supply points and cities, where you're trying to create a line of supply such to supply an army that can make attacks. There are two different types of supply. I'm going to move the map over. And here you can see there's a bag full of about 100 wooden blocks, small wooden blocks. But I like the color choices. The green is for food, and the food is what is going to allow your army to move. Armies march on their stomachs, we know. The natural colored blocks are your war supplies, such as guns, ammunition, powder, artillery, etc. So you need the green to move forces into position, and then you need the natural colored or war supply in order to fight that battle. I also believe the war supply cubes will actually provide you, based on the number of cubes you have there, that's how many dice you're going to roll in that combat. So obviously it's good to have 2 or 3 so that you're rolling more than one dice. So lots of wood, you can see, comes with 2 small-sized green dice. I like those. Let's see how they roll. Not bad. And then it comes with a half a counter sheet. And it's interesting. These counters feel a lot, very, very similar to Victory Point Games counters. They are, I don't know if they're laser cut, but they are very precisely cut. I'll hold that up really closely. But I really like the way those are cut. They're actually in the sprue very securely. So they're going to be a little bit of trouble to get out, I would guess. In fact, yeah, they're really, really thick counters. Yeah, they actually may be laser cut. Let me put that down. But there you get a look at one of the Patriot units. This is a 1 power unit with a 2 on the back. Really like the look of those. Very simple. This is a simplified mechanical game. I think it's a very tough and unforgiving game, though. Everything I've read on it, if you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it, and you're going to pay for it dearly. But there's the Patriot units. You can see they go up to 4. You can see there. They also have the different victory cities, and you'll notice they are the head of the snake. That is the Don't Tread on Me snake. And then these are hats, which I believe are leaders. In order to attack, you need to have a leader present with units, or you will be unable to attack. So there you can see the British units. Their units go up to 4 as well. They also have hats there. And then they have a counter here called the Triumvirate of Reputation. I have no idea what that is. I have not been able to read the rules yet. So there are some of the administrative counters: pass, game turn, and support. And then you'll notice there are counters that say dug in, cannot activate or refuse battle, ignore 1 hit. So obviously if units have been able to prepare and create redoubts and trenches, they will be more difficult to hit and defeat in combat. So there you go. There's a look at the counters. Really nice looking counters. The counters, the cubes, I like the map. This is a very cool looking game. What I have read about it is it does say it's very unforgiving, that if a mistake is made early on that really cuts you off, it can be very hard to recover and win. So there are some early concession by players. Here's a look at the back. Once again, kind of shows pictures there. As I mentioned before, you've got units, then you've got the 2 different types or flavor of supply. The green is food, and the nude or natural color is your war ammunition, etc. So anyway, there's a look at supply lines of the American Revolution. You can see that map is 22 by 17. And it says it's in 2 parts, and I'm actually not sure I understand what that means. Maybe they're referring to the inset of Nova Scotia, which is a second part to that. So once again, they might be referring the second part as this Nova Scotia box, which is actually referenced in the Crown Reinforcement track. It says Nova Scotia Supplies. So looks like you're going to try to vie for control of Nova Scotia, which brings in supplies. My guess is that's kind of a shipping lane that gets supplies from Europe. So there's a look at the map board. 88 counters in the game. It says 4 dice, but I was only given 2 dice. So I don't know if that's just a mistake. 100 wooden cubes, and then you know what? There's no rule book. Well, that's interesting. I will have to contact Hollandspiele and let them know I didn't get a rule book. So anyway, other than that, this game looks really cool. I'm excited about it and looking forward very much to playing this. I personally love games that deal with the American Revolution. I love this period, and we've played several of those over the last year or so, and this is just one more that I'm very, very interested in playing. So I look forward to checking that out and getting some plays in of this and then letting you know. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it or subscribe. Also, if you want to read further in-depth detail about various games that we've unboxed previously, you can get on our website at theplayersaid.com. where you can read reviews, session reports, AARs, as well as strategy articles and other pieces of information. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to getting this one to the table.